President Trump's trade war has backfired spectacularly, and the consequences are hitting Americans harder than anyone expected. In 2025, Trump announced a bold new strategy: slap massive tariffs on 150 countries unless they renegotiated trade deals on America's terms. His administration expected panic, with world leaders begging for deals to avoid economic disaster. But instead, the opposite happened. Almost no one came to the table. Only China and the UK engaged in serious talks. Everyone else ignored the threats. Now, the US is stuck in a high-stakes standoff, and the global economy is starting to crack under the pressure. Trump's plan was simple: force the world to play by his rules. He imposed a 90-day deadline, promising 90 deals in 90 days. But after months of waiting, not a single binding agreement materialized. Even the much-hyped UK deal turned out to be little more than a non-binding statement. Meanwhile, the stock market plunged, wiping out trillions in value. Major corporations like Walmart issued dire warnings, and small businesses began collapsing under the weight of rising costs. The Trump administration was stunned. They had bet everything on other countries folding, but the world called their bluff. The real shock came when economists revealed the truth. These tariffs aren't being paid by foreign countries. They're being paid by American consumers and businesses. A 2024 report showed that 92% of tariff costs were passed directly to U.S. households, driving up prices on everything from clothing to electronics. Over 1,300 American businesses filed for bankruptcy in just 1 month, and unemployment is projected to rise as supply chains unravel. What was sold as a tough negotiation tactic has turned into a self-inflicted economic wound. Meanwhile, the rest of the world isn't backing down. They're adapting. The European Union has prepared retaliatory tariffs on $26 billion worth of U.S. goods. China is accelerating its decoupling strategy, finding new markets to replace American demand. Smaller economies like Vietnam and India are quietly shifting trade alliances, leaving the U.S. increasingly isolated. Even longtime allies are questioning whether America is still a reliable partner. The International Monetary Fund has slashed global growth forecasts, warning that rising protectionism could trigger a worldwide recession. The scariest part? This might only be the beginning. If Trump follows through on his threat to hike tariffs to 50%, economists predict catastrophic ripple effects. Nearly 700,000 U.S. jobs lost, inflation surging beyond control, and a potential collapse in the dollar's dominance. History is repeating itself. The 1930 Smoot-Hawley tariffs helped turn a market crash into the Great Depression. Now, the same mistakes are being made, but with even higher stakes in a globally connected economy. The question isn't just whether Trump's gamble will fail, it's how much damage will be done before America changes course. Will the White House admit its strategy backfired and seek a diplomatic solution? Or will it double down, risking a full-scale trade war that could devastate workers, businesses, and the global financial system? One thing is certain: the world isn't bending to Trump's demands. And if the U.S. keeps pushing, it may find itself standing alone in an economic war it can't win. The stakes have never been higher. Will America's trade war backfire, or will the world finally bend to Trump's demands? One thing's clear: the global economy is on shaky ground. Hit like if you think the U.S. should change course, comment your take below, and subscribe for the explosive fallout. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.